Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Hello everyone, welcome to my preview show of Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 8, episode entitled No One. Before I start with the preview, let's start off with the synopsis. While Jaime weighs his options, Cersei answers a request. Tyrion's plans bear fruit, and finally, Arya faces a new test. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'll be reviewing the next episode of Game of Thrones, the episode entitled No One. Very interesting. In the beginning of this episode we have Cersei walking in with Qyburn at the mountain. We see that she is sizing up the sparrows. We see that it looks like it's going to be a trial by combat or possibly a trial by 7. We see Lancel as the leader of this band of sparrows, and it looks like the mountain's gonna do damage. And in all the preview trailers, in this scene here, we finally get the well-renowned line, "Tell your man to step aside or there will be violence," by Lancel, in which Cersei replies, "I choose violence." The man Sansa's telling her to step aside is the reanimated Franken Gore, the Mountain. This looks like a horrible situation for the 7 sparrows, and their heads are gonna get cracked. Let's find out next episode. I've been waiting for this particular scene for a while now. I cannot wait to see how Cersei sicks the mountain on these guys. If there's going to be any better gore this season, this might be it. One of the scenes, the mountain looks like he's about to rip the guy's head off, and it just looks vicious. Cersei, looking like a mad dog right now, is going to send another mad dog after these fools. Next up, we got the Riverlands. Brienne and Pod, coming from the north, finally reached their destination of the Lannister Force camp. This is interesting. Brienne is probably going to be looking for the Blackfish, but encountering Jaime as well. Her and Jaime have a lot to talk about, and it just might be interesting. She may have to fight him. I can't wait to see what Podrick does, and it looks like he might be running into an old friend. In this scene here, I'm guessing that Brienne has the letter from Sansa asking her uncle the Blackfish to come help her in the war with Ramsay. That battle is going to be a bloody one, and it looks like she's going to need a bunch of generals helping her forces. If the Vale army is coming, you don't want Littlefinger to be one of the only people with control of the situation. Blackfish may be able to help her counter anything that Littlefinger has to offer. And here we get one of the long-awaited reunions of Brienne and Jaime. I've been shipping this pair for a while now, and it'll be great to see them on screen again. They haven't seen each other since Joffrey's death at the Purple Wedding, so this will be interesting. She's probably going to be asking him to not hurt the Blackfish and let him come back with her back to the north. And since Jaime was sworn an oath to Lady Catelyn Stark to bring back Sansa and Arya, he may agree to allow this to happen. There's also a line in this scene in which Brienne tells Jaime she's compelled by oath to fight him if anything happens. That'll be interesting. Funny, it's both these characters are considered oath breakers, and both of them sworn allegiance and oaths to Lady Catelyn Stark, so it'll be funny to see if they actually fight each other. Next we have Cersei walking through the throne room in King's Landing. She's accompanied by the Mountain and looks as if the Mountain has already been in a battle by the wounds in his armor plate. You can see right there, right next to her head. So, funny as this might be, will there still be another trial by combat? Why are the people of court surrounding the throne room right now? Why could they possibly be there? I'm guessing that after the death of the High Sparrow, some people in court want to put the old power back in King's Landing. Next, it looks like Jaime's readying his forces and there's already been a battle. I'm thinking that the Blackfish lost, the Tully forces have been extinguished, and Jaime now is looking to go get the castle and surrender it. Possibly here, this is where Brienne, Pod, and Blackfish make their escape. Hopefully, they get him back to the north and help him out in the Battle of the Bastards. With Frey banners flying here, they're probably surrendering Riverrun. And here we have a scene where Jaime's back in his commander's tent speaking to an individual who people thought were Brienne. By the looks of the hair, it obviously is Edmure. In this scene, Jaime romantically tells Edmure that if he has to kill every Tully alive to get back to Cersei, he will. Interestingly, I don't know why he's telling Edmure that. He's been in a dungeon eating dog shit for probably a year. And then here we get a couple of Lannister forces and Freys possibly leaving Riverrun, and then the interesting scene of Brienne and Pod down in a dungeon, possibly in the back of Riverrun to where the moats lead out to the Red Fork and Trident. This may be the escape situation. Later in this clip, we'll see them in a boat heading out somewhere, so we'll get back to that when the clip comes up. I'm possibly thinking this is when Blackfish comes with them and rolls out. And next up, we have the waif intently looking around the streets of Braavos. We already know she's been hunting Arya from last episode, so this will be interesting what she's doing. Right now, she looks like she's out in the open, not using any masks, and probably thinks that Arya might be dead. Hopefully she does and leaves her the hell alone. In the video that I put out yesterday, I had some compelling thoughts on why I thought Jaqen was posing as Arya in last week's episode. Check that out. Next up, we got the Hound looking like he's about to swing an axe like a baseball bat. That guy's head's probably gonna get chopped off like a coconut. Next up, this looks great. No, but seriously, the Hound looks like he's about to go ape shit. Gonna go after the Brotherhood without banners, and I can't wait to witness it. If he runs into the dead, reanimated Catelyn Stark as Lady Stoneheart, that'd be awesome. And in this scene, we got Pod getting yoked up by Bronn. I'm really interested to see how this scene plays out. Bronn and Pod have a good rapport with each other for serving under Tyrion, and I wouldn't understand why he'd be yoking him like this. Maybe he's trying to save him from a soldier or Jaime seeing him. That could be what I'm thinking, because him and Brienne are on the opposite sides of Jaime. And what I mean by working on the opposite side, I mean working for Sansa now and sworn to her. Maybe Jaime knows that and doesn't want anything to do with anyone connected to the Tullys, including the Blackfish. Next up, we got my main man, Tyrion, dealing with something in the sky. Possibly the dragons escaping, who the hell knows? All I know is we've been missing Varys and Tyrion for a while now, and we need to get those two road buddies back together. I'll be surprised to see what they do with the two dragons, and if they possibly are going to be ridden by Tyrion. And speaking of Marine, it's been a while since we've seen Miss Sunday's newest outfit. I can't wait to see that jiggle. Lancel should have died back at the Battle of Blackwater, so him surviving this long, especially with Cersei and him having their little tryst and she not killing him for it, or Jaime not killing him for it, this guy's lucky to have survived this long. If it's the mountain that puts him to bed, God bless him. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So back into this scene, we're at King's Landing again, and they're showing us the trial by 7. You can see that there's 7 of Lancel's men with him, including himself, and they're looking to give the mountain some trouble. And when I mean trouble, I mean getting their brains bashed in. Okay, so here we've got the waif doing some freaking Running Man shit through the crowds of freaking Braavos. I mean, my God, you had to do a super still on this video picture to see this. I mean, she is chasing the hell out of Arya. I cannot wait to see how this plays out, and it would just be great if Jaqen freaking surprises her at the end, takes off Arya's face, and just bitch slaps her. And getting to the conclusion of this preview episode, we can finally get this scene where Arya is doing the master pole vault jump through the Braavos Sea Heights. I mean, this is amazing. This is a Spider-Man move here. The waif is chasing her. God knows who else. Maybe jocking even. But I'm under this subscription that Arya was jocking last episode, so we'll see how this plays out. And then here, we got the scene everybody's been getting in their panties in a bunch for, the goriest of the gore, the Mountain, Franken Clegane just doing some nasty. Is he going to do a Mortal Kombat fatality finish, or is he going to do something else? Will the neck snap? Will it burst? Will it be an Oberyn move that he did a couple seasons back? It'll be amazing, and I cannot wait to see. Alright, that's the end of my preview. Thanks for joining me. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Please subscribe and like, and thank you. King of the North, out.